everyone, and welcome to Magic and Mostead. Short rest, episode 99. Before we begin,
long rest?
did I say short? Technically, I guess technically long rest.
Can make it a long rest this
Yeah.
time. I'm gonna need it. Yeah,
Probably need it. Steve, can you please begin us off with a bit of legalese?
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. My name is Steve, and I'm a community manager for Wizards of the Coast. The expressions and thoughts and opinions expressed here are just my own. And given the subject of today's exhilarating episode, I have some choice words. So why don't we begin?
Sure. Well, as I've been trying to do with all these short rests, or in this case, long rests, any open questions right now?
How dare you?
I seem to get that question a lot. I'm noticing.
How dare you?
I'm getting that question a lot.
It's more of like, is she using them all for like her another battery?
I mean, I definitely think she's using them for energy, but I think we'll have more information to figure out exactly how. Especially since there's like what other spheres in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I only have a singular thought, just one message I'd love to send to the Queen.
Off of their head.
No,
That's
no.
pretty good, though.
It's good, but
Not bad.
no. I don't. I'll give you guys a peek of it. I'll give you the reveal. But I will definitely want to say this to her the next time we play.
Yeah.
Lovely speech you've given us. I want you to know that it is going to be my life's mission to erase you from existence. Any thread, any scroll, any song, anything with the word Evergrey will be destroyed by my hand until, like everything else, you fade with time.
Rolly's gonna try to kill so many dreamers. Stop thinking of them. Stop it. Yeah. So there was an additional consequence of taking a long rest, or the attempt of a long rest, was that she gave her enough time to actually learn from the dreamer the location of where the force originates from. She found those silhouettes. And all she needs to do is finish whatever she's trying to do here and sever that connection. And who knows what'll happen then? Good news, bad news, we don't know. But you guys fought my little beholder character, the Queen's Eye. Queen's Eyes. Little. I sort of flavored it that the spores, they usually grant you additional abilities that even Savannah can sort of go, yeah, that happens to me. This one granted the beholder some extra eye beams. Polymorph was fun.
Squeak.
That's what I get for teaching you how to use it violently.
I mean, you could have been more
Squeak,
scrolly.
squeak.
You could have been Ba.
Squeak.
I was thinking when I first got you with the Dimension Door eye beam, I was like, I can either throw you at the castle and just have you fall, but you guys just got Ruby out of her cage. I was like, I'm putting you in the cage. You will be power for my battery. And you guys got out. Worked together.
Must have been a knockoff set of batteries.
It was cutting it close for you, though.
You know, to be fair, I could have broken out of that thing sooner. I just really was trying to withhold the use of Action Surge until it's necessary. And I was able to break through thanks to, Rolly and friends.
Yeah.
I was able to... No offense, guys. I was able to break through thanks to my party. But I think the instant realization upon seeing Torres come in was like, oh, this is a machine. This is a machine with moving parts.
Yeah.
This is a construct.
So it was funny. Obviously all this was in play in terms of like what was happening in the background, sort of the movement of new bodies taking place for sacrifice. It was funny because I was like, they're separated. At first, when I had no idea what was going to happen. I knew you guys were going to be separated. I didn't know that you were going to face step Ruby Blair out. I didn't know what was going to happen. But the fact that you were attacking like the main chain to like cause everything to crumble saved a lot of friends. Very much so, because then it would have been like you. Not only were you fighting the creature, also the mages, but you were also fighting time. And you guys made some really smart moves. Yeah, it worked out really well. Yeah, it say it was all about that fight. It was just sort of making use of your spells and features wisely.
I mean, I think that I didn't actually think you would let me do the thing with the using using my kick to like knock Taurus'
That was
pod
smart.
back.
That was
Oh
so
my
cool. I was like,
God.
oh, that's such a cool idea.
That's exactly like that's what Rolly does. That's all he knows. It's like, okay, I'm gonna swing. Oh, you have an opening. Bam! I'm gonna shove you or I'm gonna kick you. What could I do that against a moving pod? Could I knock it back?
The wording is saying creature, but the thing is, the fact that it's like it's movable, it's kickable. You've done it hundreds of times. Might as well, let's see where this works. Which is why there was a roll against it. But it didn't save, and you're able to push it back. That was the turning point. If you didn't do that, Lair was next, and Taurus was gonna be gone. Yeah.
We already have one. Well, one dead Troop 14 member that nobody knows except for Bira.
Yeah, Umber's gone.
That's just more fuel in the fire. It's just she's not saying anything.
No, I mean, you all were part of that bond. Gina Lee, Rolly, and Savannah are also all aware that the name didn't show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just not telling Torres or Uthio because she doesn't feel like that's proper motivation until it's right.
Yeah. Also, I don't think Torres would be smart enough to catch it. Be like, she just wants to go get equipped and then get fighting.
Yeah. She does her best work when she's kicking ass.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. I didn't expect you guys to free as many people as you did so early on, and having Torres and Tuli help out in the breaking people out. Helpful, very helpful.
I was really adamant about Taurus staying away from the beholder because I know Taurus is very dear to Vera, and I didn't want anything happening to Taurus, right? I didn't want to have that hanging on my conscience. And it's not like I'm just fighting Genesis members. I'm not just fighting, the clan of like cats,
The stripe legs, yeah.
Yeah, those.
I mean,
I'm
I
sorry.
did tell her to
They
go
all look
over
the same
there.
to me.
I mean, today randomly me kind of useless, so no offense.
So, it wasn't until, I really didn't want it on my conscience, but it wasn't until I failed that save that turned me into a nice, cute little mouse.
Wait a minute.
Squeak, squeak.
A red mouse.
Savannah, weren't you the one who broke Rolly out? Your dagger was the final straw needed to break him out. It would have been really bad if he was still in there.
That is true.
You would have lost Rolly. So I think there was a moment where like there was only so much you could have done, unfortunately, with the glass things. But there was a moment where it's like, if you weren't there, Rolly was gone. So
You say I don't like you, really.
Hey, you would have had to fight that beholder yourself.
she does some solid
This is
damage
true.
sometimes. Moving ahead, so sort of full disclosure, we've done sort of a finale with a game before with Nomad, and in that instance, I like the idea of having you guys rewarded for all the bonds you've done with friends and NPCs in the past. So in that finale, they came in waves where people came in to aid you and help you with troublesome people who were just burning abilities and features. This one, I was like, I don't want to repeat. I hate repeating. Oh, kiddo, I
Oh, it's a shame. I was really looking forward to a chimera.
We didn't
Yeah,
get that one
uh-huh.
either.
Oh, Chimera.
So
Maybe my whistle was broken.
shush. This one I had the idea of Gina Lee's really good at teleportation.
She's a literal prodigy.
Yeah, a literal arcane whiz. And as much as a debaucherous person he is, Moscow's not half bad either.
We love Moscow. Later in life.
And so I had this idea of what would happen if there was a dire situation where these two were together. And I'd be like, well, they probably would work together really well. And so I thought of the idea, and essentially this is what you guys can do in the fight, is whenever it's Gina Lee's turn, you can ask her to sacrifice her action to summon a friend. If that friend is looking bad, or the friend is tapped, or whatever, you can then ask Gina Lee to do another action to swap that friend with someone else. Can I help you? It's like yeah, so essentially you have this ability now to call upon friends if needed. So you have healers, obviously. Olivan, Aaron's character, got him some heal spells. Edgar is definitely a cleric of war, can definitely be helpful there. You have some sneaky boys with both Leon and Richard being at your side.
And Davis
there as well. Some strained time and gravity magic from him. And you have a bunch of other people, like, you know, Harvey for maybe some stuns as a monk. You know, Raimi as well. So you guys got some versatility in terms of who you want to call.
I'm writing them down because I didn't get them all, so now I think I got them all.
Yeah. So,
I am curious if we were able to reach out to Ironside at all.
Ironside made a connection, but we'll see if it has to be a willing creature. The thing is, it has to be a willing creature. So if he's currently still finding Godric's, but you can always pull him away. If it's like it's needed, it's really needed, he'll come to you.
Make sure we don't have an undead dragon first, and then maybe.
I'm like, Under Dragon's priority right now.
Is he calling?
Especially then I realize we're outside now.
Yeah, now you're outside.
She don't need any more friends.
A little preview of what's happening. Obviously that's happening, where you can now summon friends. You guys are outside, which means pepper moths, you know, galore. They can definitely come to aid, and any remaining, especially those who ran. And oh yeah, I should actually tell you what happened there. The Genesis member who booked it very early in the game went straight to that security room and is calling aid.
I mean, we had enough to deal with.
It'll take time, though.
Better now than early on.
Yeah. It would have
I mean,
slowed
we
us
do
down.
have bodies away from us that are on the ready, so...
Yeah.
I mean, we made it this far. I think we'll be fine. We just need to...
Be
We
smart.
need to take her down.
Yeah.
Down!
You still have those vials of, like, essentially like a long rest.
I do. These two
Oh,
don't.
you do.
One more. We have one more left.
I'm waiting.
That's a clutch item to have just in case.
I'm definitely waiting.
I think I said it was like a DC 15, and for those who've already drank it, it's gone up by 5, so it's a DC 20. So I think only Rolly and Savannah have drank in it. Yeah.
I'm waiting.
I'm sure. What are you doing?
Spitting his tongue out at you. Good job.
So yeah, any final questions or comments before we call it a short rest, a long rest?
This fight is going to be a gnarly one because we are... Let me paint y'all a picture. We are at the final boss.
This is it.
This is it. This is the thing we've been building towards. This is it.
For
It's
literal
time to bring like
years.
a game. Mm-hmm.
I'm spending
game.
an extra. We're spending an extra week, obviously, because we have like personal stuff, but that gives me an extra week to plan and prep. Because I'll be fully honest.
So when are we actually going to be back then? Because I need to actually know that.
What are you doing?
Hold on.
We can talk
That's
about that
sweet.
off camera.
Yeah,
We'll work on the schedule later, but that'll be on social. It'll be
Yeah.
announced.
But-
With that, oh, go on.
Oh yeah, sorry. To sum it up, so look, we're, like literally bringing our A game, final boss. I'm also close to being tapped out. It's like the last fight all over again.
You used your action surge. Oh
I had
man,
to. I had to.
I know.
I had to.
It was clutch. It helped. It helped. You also used your cloud rune, which definitely harmful.
And the fire rune.
Yeah.
And the giant might.
You still have more giant might, don't you?
I thought you get more than one.
You only get one at this level.
I am a level 3 fighter.
Oh no. Welp. Full on basic rolly.
Hey man, it can still hit
You
hard.
can still hit hard.
You put it part, so.
Yeah. Well,
And
with
you're
that,
fire resistant.
with that all said and done, thank you so much for joining us, everyone, for the short rest, and we'll see you guys for episode 100. Stop fighting me.
Get
Bye.
him, Get him.
Bye.